We see Sophia versus Fort, and this is Sophia's freaking Thanos team of psychic spam, but we do see Fort's neutralizing gas team, which is pretty interesting. Like I will say, I'm almost 1,000% expecting this NDD male to be running ability shield, so it's not going to get neutralizing gassed. But I do think that Fort has a somewhat inherent advantage because I think I look at his team and I look at Sophia's team and I'm looking at his Regigigas and I'm looking at Sophia's team. I'm like, this Regigigas could very easily just go in, and that's very scary for Sophia.
Absolutely.
We'll have to see. I do think that Sophia might not want to lead off the rip with his psychic terrain things. I don't know,
Yeah.
like I think the biggest thing is Sophia needs to find a way through the Regigigas first and then probably operate with side spam later.
I
The
think
crocodile also looks pretty scary.
the play
Hmm.
here is probably going to be something like the Fletchender plus and literally almost anything. Maybe it's a quick oval, or I don't even know how to say that one. Maybe it's the dancing duck.
Yeah, Raven.
Maybe it's the armor rouge in the next to it. But I think that you're definitely saying, okay, right now my game plan is just to set up some kind of tailwind, chunk as much HP as I possibly can, get information so that I can say, okay, this is how I'm going to demolish Fort's team game two. If I needs to go to game three, I have a plan for that as well. But I think that's just her playing to say, I need to get information right now and just play that because it's going to be how hard can the Regigigas hit? How hard can the Registeel hit?
Oh, it's
Is the Crocodile actually going to be a threat to me, or is it just going to be riding the bench the whole game?
yeah. It's also like Sophia didn't bring her Inamis Darien, and then there was a Terra Dark reason, which I mean, having Terra Darks versus the Side Spam team is completely normal, but Sophia isn't bringing all the anti Terra Dark prep. Like she's
Well,
only bringing
she's
the
got
Quavo,
just the
which
quick wave, and I mean that
yeah,
works, but it's also not. It's also not the thing that Fort's probably EVing for and really prepping for. Fort probably sees side spam plus an Amorous and thinks side spam plus an Amorous is coming.
yeah.
So the
But
Quavo
also
ends up being a really cool bring here as something that is unexpected but still plays the same kind of role.
it's a cool bring, but also like, the wheezing isn't taking enough from it.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a bit concerning. You see a Mokidori Articuno lead, double psychic. uh, we do
Okay.
see four psychic types on the field. Um,
I guess everyone's playing side spam now.
that is very funny. I'm can't say I know if Fort's mods have expanding force themselves, but we do get to see four psychic types on the field, and we do see that the better anti-psychic prep is on the Articuno Lar with Terra Dark, but there is also a Terra Fairy, presumably Dazzling Gleam on Indeedee. But like I said, I don't expect Indeedee to be a boosting item or a sash because of I think it has to run ability shield in this matchup. So yeah, okay, you do see Frisk, you see the ability shield, and you do see the sash. See Terra Dark instantly
The
imprison.
imprison.
Imprison is it for Trick Room? But yeah, you just see Terra Blast. I presume it's maybe imprison, expecting, maybe anticipating that a psychic move coming out from these two mons, or a trick room coming out from one of the psychic types. But yeah, Terra Blast just gets clicked. And you see two dark types into what is it now, a dark type and a fairy type. Nine of these mons are actually that bulky, so I think they are still going to take a lot of damage from these mons. Dark moves. Dazzling
Mm,
Gleam does
that's okay.
like
It's good.
terrible damage because of parting shot. No, it's not even good damage. This is a Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam.
It's good damage if you ignore the fact that you have the parting shot drop. But obviously there's the parting shot drop, which is going to say, okay, now you don't get to play with your NDD. Congratulations, all of your anti size spam is gone.
Yeah, DD's forced to switch out. Every like
Everyone switches out.
everyone's switching out. Protect gets clicked, but switched out. Uh, Fake out gets clicked in the psychic terrain, which is a choice. Um, but you do see Electro Whip gets clicked, and you see 9 of these 2 mons get speed dropped. Of course, Ready Steel is probably clear body, which explains why there's no speed drop here. But Monkey Dory doesn't get speed drop, which means that Monkey Dory is very likely to be covert cloak.
Mhm.
You see Iron Defense gets clicked, but now Sophia has positioned herself into like pretty good spot where Monkey Dory seems to be like a support set with Fake on Parting Shot, and the Ready Steel is pretty at risk of getting hit by Fire Move. What Terra is the Ready Steel? It's Terra Flying. So yeah, Armor Cannon is gonna be pretty safely clicked into this slot right now, which Ford needs to be worried about, and that's why he just switches. But it's not like the Crocodiles fires this either. Follow Me redirects a parting shot, which means that the full damage of um the armor cannon gets clicked into Crocodile. Crocodile dies. Follow Me gets clicked. Hyper Voice gets clicked, which is fine, but armor cannon kills the Arcanic Alar. Body Press doesn't do nearly enough. Yeah, and I think this game is over. I don't know why the Protector gets clicked for Electro Weapon. We already see that Ready Steel is not going to take any damage from that. Not going to get speed dropped, and Monkey Dory isn't going to speed dropped either. Like the Monkey Dory like did avoid it, but like why? Yeah, Heavy Slime gets clicked in that slot, which doesn't matter because it's not taking enough damage from it. Slot Bomb gets clicked, but I think you should just Armor Cannon to Ready Steel. Why is the Armor Cannon not being clicked into Ready Steel? Uh, okay. Sucker Punch, sure, finish off the Monk Dory. Armor Cannon gets clicked now anyways. And I do think that Sophia has this game cleaned up. Yeah, Ford's gonna try to stall this out, but I don't think that it's gonna be able to. Yeah, Body Press doesn't do enough, and it's gonna die to the next stall up. Yeah. So Ramaha said that the Veggie Gigas is gonna be pretty strong to Sophia's team. I don't think I saw a Veggie Gigas.
Yeah.
I saw I saw a Specs Articuno, which seems to be Fort's favorite mod, looking stuff like non-stab, non-terra hyper voice. um, yeah, interesting choices, honestly, very interesting choices. Hopefully, we do see the Weezing Regigigas game too, because I think that is much better. We see a Crocodile, Articuno lead into an Electabuzz plus Weevil. No Regigigas this time, but it's still a much better lead for Fort. Fort actually gets to click super effective move into both of Sophia's mons. Sophia is very threatened by this lead. Is forced Terra to click Follow Me. Earthquake gets clicked, which means that Quick Weevil's gonna take a ton anyways. And we do see that's probably why Fort has Hyper Voice, so that even with the Follow Me, the Mon on this side is gonna die to the double up of spread moves from Crocodile plus Hyper Voice, which is probably like proof of why the Hyper Voice is clicked, and it's a very cool prep from Fort. I guess we see why Hyper Voice non-stab is on the set. Yeah, specifically for these kinds of scenarios, which is really big because now that's like Sophia's like quote unquote main way of dealing with the dark types was with fighting type mon. So if you do see like a Pterodactyl wheezing in the back, it's very bad. Or even just a Pterodactyl Articuno again.
Oh,
We see that the Crocodile switches out, and we do see, yes, that's the wheezing, which is possibly Pterodark here. Uh, yeah, I think this is going to continue clicking Hyper Voice. Crocodile switching out might be that it's a choice item. I could not tell for the damage. It may be choice, it may not be choice. I have no idea. We're probably gonna see Hyper Voice getting clicked again. Crit the Fletchender. That's pretty bad. Um, DC knockoff comes off, instantly kills.
the specs. Yeah.
But yeah, because before it had no need to target the Fletchender, it's able to target Shift Tree instead. And you do see Sidestem is left on the bench. So you see Sophia has lost Quickweevil and has lost Shift Tree. Her remaining mons are Fletchender and Electabuzz. Um, yeah, I don't think you need to tell you how the rest of this game goes out.
Especially with the Regigigas on the field. It's, yeah.
Yeah, there is just going to be like this can get whisked. It doesn't matter. Sophia will not have the damage to close this game out. Rock Slide gets clicked. Does still does decent damage, honestly. It's Life Orb. Yeah, and this Electabuzz is not winning this 1v3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
6'7"
So
definitely.
6'7".
Hmm.
Anyways, yeah, we'll see. Game three. I think Ford made a great adaptation. I don't think the Registeel is that good. I do think that the Regigigas plus Squeezing is very good, and I do think that just having like not bringing the fake out into the possible psychic terrain and just the double spread move was a very good pick from Ford. I do think Sophia is probably like forced like consider what she wants to do into this Crocodile Articuno lead, which can like, click double spread move.
Hmm.
Do you think that adaptation has to be like I don't know, like I probably has to be the Legenda plus Shift Tree, and then side spam in the back. That's my guess. That would be my change of pace. You do see, yep, same lead, but we do see
Side
the
spam up
side
front.
spam lead instead, which I don't like because like what does the side spam lead do into this? You're still like heavily threatened by the Earthquake plus Hyper Voice combo. And yeah, I don't see what Ford really has to do. He's not really being forced to. Yeah, he's just gonna click Earthquake and Hyper Voice again.
Go.
You can see weak armor proc, but that's not gonna like kill. Yeah, it's not gonna kill. You can see Hyper Voice. Yeah. Uh I think Sophia just loses off that. Does she not?
Uh, looks like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the really interesting things is the we talked about this last game about how you can't just say set up, set up, set up, set up, set up, and just have nothing to do the damage. Or immediately takes
Yeah.
that lesson to heart and says, "Let me just throw out all my damage, turn one, go spread, spread,
Yeah.
and go knockout, knockout," and it worked. It worked.
Yeah. And it's also like a lesson. It's like if you see someone bring a very good lead in an adaptation game two, it's probably a sign that you should like heavily consider that lead pairing again going into your game three because it's very clear that like either she thought that her mods are gonna do more or something. Or, like she just really didn't respect this hyper voice earthquake lead because it proved to be very effective once more. So, yeah, we see you losing Regigigas and this is just gonna clean up the game. Yeah, the Regigigas is I should probably take out the Electabuzz. Rock Slide does incredible damage. Sludge Bomb, the flinch is unfortunate, but like it's not killing both those mods. Like, yeah.
Absolutely wild game.
last game, Sophia takes her first loss, and it's yeah, again, it comes down to a failure to adapt.